my little mess here. I have some keychains that I've been working on that I'm hoping to sell on Etsy. I'll kind of show you more clearly. One aspect of the keychain is chainmail. I don't know if you can tell. And then the other part is a little beaded color with a little locket. It's so cute. And then just a little bit of chain with a keychain hoop that you can either latch to your purse, your jeans if you wanted, or your wallet. I just wanted to try something new. I wanted to try working on chainmail, which to be honest is very hard and a lot more difficult than I thought, but I'm having fun learning something new. And I felt like this is a small enough project that I can make a few keychains and be able to sell them alongside with 7 prints of my pastel pictures that I put together, I think like a couple months ago. I was trying to see if I could create an oil pastel picture every day for, I think I did it for like 8 days. I was just trying to see how long I could go. And that was a cool project and they turned out really good. And I just wanted to be able to have a keychain go with one of those prints. That's kind of what I'm working on today. I also have some leather, this beautiful green leather with this blue kind of turquoise on the inside that I made this leather journal. I want to make a small version of this. So like this one. So this kind of this size book. I think I'm going to make a few of these from the leather that I have. And yeah, that's kind of what I'm going to be working on in this video. I'm hoping to kind of tackle this in the next couple hours. It's almost 1:30. It just got really dark. This light for a second. Let me show you what I'm working on. The next one I'm working on is a blue one, and it's going to have this little piece that is from an earring, but I thought it just matched so beautifully with the blue from the beads that I got. So I'm going to add this to the chainmail. So this is the piece that I'm working on right now. It's quite difficult to hold the pieces in place. So I've just looked at, I've never done this before. So what I did was, which I'll show you, I took some photos on Pinterest of designs that I liked, and I'm basically like trial and error trying to remake those designs. And I have these different size rings that's the part I'm trying to figure out, is which size ring goes into the design. Like how small is the diameter for it to work. So this is the part that is kind of difficult, not gonna lie. If you're thinking about ever doing chainmail, like it's a very tedious process. While I was thinking this is gonna be chill, it's gonna be pretty fast. It is not. It is not a fast process. Yeah, but what I'm gonna do is I have my coffee. I'm gonna put my headphones on. I'm listening to, oh yes, let me tell you what I'm listening to. So I have started because I think I'm almost done. I think I'm on 11 hours and the book is like 16 hours. I listen to it pretty fast. But anyways, it's A Court of Thorn and Roses. I know I'm behind on this book. I have listened to other fantasy books this year, and I get it. I get the fantasy obsession because it just like gets you into this whole other world. You really start to fall in love with like the characters and their personalities and kind of their journeys that they're going through and their backgrounds. Anyways, it's so cool. But for those of you that have read this book, I'm just like wondering, I think because the FMC has always been a very strong, opinionated, very intense or like intelligent woman from the get-go, that it just captivates me a little bit more from the beginning because the women are so strong-willed and just like opinionated and just very sure of themselves, where this young woman is young. Like she's still getting to know who she is and like what she wants, etc. So I'm hoping that it does pick up, which I'm assuming it will, but this book just sounds and feels like sad, you know, like it's just like a really sad, slow story. I don't know where it's going, where from the beginning with like Fourth Wing, for instance, you know what's coming up. Like you kind of can anticipate, oh, she's going into a war college. Like she has no skills. This chick's gonna like get beat up, you know. But she's smart, so she's got to like think of something. But you're already immersed in what you can perceive a war college would be like. Where in this realm, I'm like, what are we doing here? Like, where are we going with this story? Anyways, this is not about books, but I'm very passionate about books, and probably during this entire video, I will be listening to a few books because I'm probably going to be done this one in the next day or so, and I have another one that I am waiting to continue, but I just wanted to like read this one. Anywho, besides the point. Let's get back to these keychains. Let me show you the colors of the beads that I'm going to be working on today. I think I also want to make a few extra. Let's zoom in onto this. So like I showed you, there's this beautiful color, which has like different almost shades of pink. It's so pretty. Then there's blue. And then I also have this orange. Essentially the way I looked at this was like the colors of the rainbow. And then I have different sized lockets. I have some big heart ones and then these little guys. So all of them are going to get one or the other. And then I have extra beads and kind of extra stuff that is going to go with it. So let's get into it. It's another day, as you can tell, and didn't record too much yesterday. I didn't think it was going to be interesting seeing me do every single keychain, but I got 2, 4, 6, 7 done, and I'm working on the 8th one. So feeling pretty good about that. I have a few more of these little clips to, I think I have 3 more. So I'm gonna make as many as I can and just use up what I have, because I might as well. And then I can move on to another project is what I'm trying to say. Sorry, I'm a little scrambled because I didn't really think about what I was going to say before turning on the camera. So here we are. It's very in the moment. Yeah, so I'm hoping to finish these keychains. It is, I think, it's 12:37. My days kind of start late, as you might have noticed, but I do go to bed kind of late. It is kind of this pattern that I'm in that I'm trying to break, to start getting up or start my day earlier, because that's the thing. I do tend to wake up early and go to bed late, but I don't get out of bed for a while. And once I'm up, I'm get ready to go walk the dogs. Like, that's the first thing that I do. Getting my day started earlier is so much better for me. And in the summer, I'm really good at that because it's sunny and I want to be outside and I want to get as much sunlight as possible. Where if I wake up at 6 a.m. and get out of bed by 7, like, it's not really light out. So it's just hard to get up, which, I mean, I feel like part of that is this season and kind of just want to be cozy. I will show you what I'm making. We'll keep pumping out these keychains. I'm really stoked about how they're turning out and some of the designs that I'm coming up with, even though I might have seen some designs on Pinterest. A lot of these things I'm like literally just making it up. So is it 100% chainmail? I have no idea, but I'm having fun. Yesterday I finished the book. Okay, I finished Court of Thorn and Roses. Interesting ending, and have already started the second, A Court of Mist and Fury. I'm gonna say they are much slower paced books. For those of you that are interested, even though I'm here talking about creative stuff and making keychains. Yeah, a bit of a slower paced books. I'm kind of like, okay, yeah, we know where you're heading. Like, I kind of know, like, we know you're gonna, the main character, meaning, like, I know you're gonna make this decision eventually because this situation is kind of crappy. So, like, make the decision. But, I think that's the hard part, is that I forget. I'm like, she's 19 years old. So, I mean, maybe 20 now. You don't make fast decisions. It's hard to make clear decisions because you're so pulled by your emotions, especially when you're young, because you want to, I don't know, people please. You want to make everyone appease to everybody. And there's less, there's more filters, actually. There's more filters of, do I want to push back and cause a ripple? Do I want to speak my mind freely? Is it going to offend anybody? So just interesting, kind of going back to that type of character. Not that it's a flaw. It's just part of a process of learning who you are, obviously. Anywho, yeah, also, I don't know if I mentioned yesterday, but I had these, I think they're like ring binders that I'm like, could these be also keychains? I feel like they would be cool. They actually attach and clip together pretty smoothly. But I feel like this would be a cool, maybe bag charm, keychain thing. So I'm debating if I use these as well as part of this project, as I'm getting rid of all these beads and stuff. Okay, let's get to it.